In today's video, we're going to power rake or dethatch a lawn using a Swardman Electra. Now this is a pretty high-end machine, and in this video I'm going to show you how to actually do the dethatching job, and you can see it in action. Now what's unique about this machine is that the unit in the front can be switched for other jobs. Now here I'm going to use one of the tools from the included built-in toolkit to take the front blade assembly out so that I can put the dethatching cartridge in place. Now this is pretty easy to accomplish. All I need to do is remove the belt, and there's two fixing screws on either side, and then once these are removed, I can take that blade assembly completely out. And as I remove the second screw, the only thing I need to do is use the built-in handle on the real assembly, and it pulls directly out. Now carefully putting the blade assembly down, all I've got to do is get the dethatching cartridge, and I'm going to put it into the machine the same way that the blade assembly came out. You want to take note that I like to have the machine in the highest position. It just makes it a little bit easier as I install this in, and now I can adjust the height to where I want to actually do the dethatching, which is just going to be a little bit above the grass's surface. Swardmans all include these grass collection bins that go on the front, and you'd want to normally use this when you're dethatching, but I left it off for the video so you could see exactly what was going on. An important tip: as I engage the blade, you can see the speed it's spinning at right now, but when you're going to use an implement that touches the ground, something like a verticutter or a dethatcher, you've got to engage this special mode by pressing a couple of buttons. Now the machine is going to be in the highest speed possible, and you can see in here the difference. This is the correct speed that you want to use when doing dethatching, because it's really important to get the power you need. Now as I start doing my lawn, the things that I noticed right away is that this thing really didn't bog down too badly. Now my lawn doesn't look that bad, but you can see how much thatch is coming out. And I've got a couple of areas that used to have some insect damage, and there's a lot more dead grass shooting out when I get to those strips. Now in reality, when you're doing this, you're going to want to use the collection bin, because you've got to go back now and clean all that material up. But if you have another mower, you can use it, or something else to suck the stuff up. But this just gives you an idea of the amount of debris that's coming out. Now obviously some of that material is being shot forward, but you can still see there's a ton of grass, and I really was kind of wishing that I had used that bin, because the machine looks pretty nasty right there. And here's our end result. This is a good result because you've got a lot of thatch here. There's only a little bit of green grass, which is pretty typical, but the straw stuff is what you want. And now you can see all over my backyard that it really put out a lot of material. As I zoom in on the mower here, you can really see this stuff just went everywhere. I mean, it kind of looks like a bomb hit my lawn, but this is what you're looking for. But the next thing you want to think about is cleaning the machine up. And I recommend just blowing it off with an electric or a gas leaf blower to get all the debris out. But then, because the Swardman uses these cartridges, you can take it out like this and wash it off with water to make the thing look brand new. And this just did a great job, and you have no fears of getting the water in the mower. Now I've just got to put the real assembly back in the Electra. Now I got a lot of comments asking to see how this is done, so I'm going to take you through it right now. And you start by putting the assembly in place. Then you're going to put those two screws back in that are in the side. And now the last thing you need to do is just put this belt on. So all you do is hook it on that upper pulley. You're going to feed it through this one area here, and you're going to connect it to the lower pulley. But then the only trick you have to do is, once this is on, you're just going to reach in there and turn the belt sideways so that you can put that tensioner pulley back in place. And I like to run it a couple times by hand just to make sure everything's in there. But as you can see, it just takes about 30 seconds to put it all together, and then you can close it up. So that was a quick demonstration of how easy it is to dethatch your lawn using a Swardman Electra, and also showed you how simple it is to swap implements. And even if you're not going to buy one of these, hopefully you'll learn something new, and maybe down the road you'll think about one. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and stay tuned for more videos coming up.